Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm Logan Cross, and we're back with another T&C podcast. This is the fourth installment. Hope you all are enjoying. Continue to like and subscribe. We'll let my co-host introduce himself.
Hey everybody, I'm Fire Troy. And today we got a lot of exciting things to talk about today. Whole lot of topics. I hope you guys enjoy.
Yes, sir. We got a lot of things to cover. NBA, NFL, the usual. If you guys want to see anything else you want us to talk about, majority sports related or some popular things going on in the world besides politics, we do not want to bring politics onto this show. We do not know that much about it. But anyways, let's get right into it. So the predictions last week for the NFL schedule, me and Fayed both went 8-6, right? 8-6. Yes, sir. And then our buddy Davin went 9-5, and then Bap, who was on the show last week, went 8-6 as well. So this puts Bap is still holding the first place spot at 30, 14-1. I'm still in second place, 29, 15-1. Davin moved closer to me because he got one win. But he's still in third place behind me. He's 28, 16-1. And Fayed is a little bit behind at 24, 20-1. So you're not too far out of it, and there's still like 12 weeks left, but got to make some moves soon. But anyway, let's hop right into the NBA. We all know what happened. LeBron got his fourth ring. It was the first player to ever win 3 Finals MVPs on 3 different teams. Insane. LeBron, in my mind, I'm gonna stop comparing LeBron and MJ. They're 2 very good players. It's hard to compare them. And LeBron's grown on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like before the series, I did not want him to win at all. Now I don't mind at all. What are your thoughts on what went down in the championship?
I think all teams play great. I believe Miami was the team to play the Lakers. Miami showed up. They overperformed, and they were amazing. But LeBron and AD just had the tag team duo and just won it all.
Yes, sir. Exactly like you said, the Heat exceeded expectations. My respect for Jimmy Butler went up. He's definitely one of my favorite players in the league right now. And the Heat, I love watching the Heat now. They're just the fight and the competitiveness they have is really awesome to watch. And also we saw AD got his first ring. Rondo got a ring and Dwight Howard got a ring. So that was really cool to see as well. And now LeBron gets to go home to his son and whoop some ass on Bronny James for smoking that nugget pack. Bro, what are you doing if you're in that big star, LeBron James, your son gets caught like that?
I think I would have just told him, just wait till I get home. I wouldn't just go home and just do it right then and there. I would let him wait a little while, feel a little scared. And then when I come home and lay the hammer on him, it's over. He won't do that again.
I don't know. Like, obviously, smoking, you don't want your kid to do that. But, I feel like LeBron would be more mad about him posting it and being irresponsible more than him
100%.
actually smoking it.
Yes.
But because that's really, especially with how high LeBron James up is in the world publicity-wise, you got to be smarter than that. There's nothing else you could really do. I mean, that was an old topic. I just wanted to give our thoughts on that for sure. But next year is looking very competitive. The East is a little weak compared to the West, as we all know. But KD and Kyrie are going to come back, and they're going to probably get a top seed in the East. Maybe not 1, but they'll be up there. And then Steph and Clay are also returning, so it should be interesting to see. There's going to be a lot of contenders. I'm going to name out some of the contenders next year. Obviously, Warriors and Nets. Clippers, Heat, Bucks, Nuggets, Boston, Toronto, Houston, Dallas, obviously Lakers. There's a lot of teams. What are you looking forward to next year?
I'm looking for a lot of super teams. I believe this league is going off of super teams combining 2 or 3 players together. I don't believe it's in the past where you have one superstar and you could win. I just believe that most conferences will be super teamed up. It'll be 2 or 3 super teams going against each other, and You have to see which team is the better team.
Really, that's the case. There's a lot of duos that are really well. Steph, Clay, AD, Braun, KD, Kyrie, Nuggets with Joker and Murray and Tatum and Brown and even Kemba. Very good teams. Houston with Russ and Harden. There's a lot of great teams with duos, especially young teams like Dallas, Boston, Nuggets. We got a lot of young teams that are looking to come up. But they're also waiting for Braun to get out the league so they could get a chip because I could see LeBron probably got like 5 years left, bro. I could see him getting a couple more rings.
Yes.
It's crazy. He's got him like he's 35. He's playing this well. He could easily play till he's 40 or at least 38. So, I mean, that'll be exciting to see. Also, I want to do way too early predictions for the conferences. So I got mine written down. I don't know if you have yours written down yet, but if you don't, I'll just go first. What, you got them ready or?
I could just say them off the top of my head.
All right, so we're gonna start with the West.
Okay.
Who you got? 1 through 8.
8. I'm gonna say the Clippers, number 8.
You think they're gonna fall to 8?
I think they're gonna fall to 8. I just believe like Paul George and Kawhi just cannot work together and just keep losing. That's what I believe. 8.
All right, my 8. I got Portland. Once again coming in at 8. And 7, who you got?
7, I have OKC at 7.
I like that pick. I hope Chris Paul. I think he's got a player option.
Yes.
Hopefully he goes back. I really like that team they had. My 7, I have Utah Jazz. They're young. They easily should have beat Denver. They were up 3-1. Just that experience will help them get even better next year. And who you got at your 6?
I'm gonna go Dallas at 6.
Respect. Luka and KP. I got the same. I got Dallas at 6 as well. I think they're a very young and good team. As you saw, Luka, playoffs don't phase him. He game winners, triple doubles, 40-point triple doubles. He's ready. I just think the supporting cast and defense has to get better. Number 5, who you got at 5?
At 5, I'm gonna go Golden State.
Golden State at 5, okay. I'm excited to watch them play, but at my 5, I have Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were 5 or 4 this year. Them and OKC were like tied pretty much for the 5 and 4 spot. So, yeah, I got them at 5. I think they're going to do about the same as they did this year. Who you got at 4?
Utah Jazz.
Ooh, okay.
Utah Jazz.
Coming up to 4. They were what this year? 6, I think.
Yes.
6. And then my number 4 is Denver. I think they're going to have another strong season. And go up to the top again. Top 4 in the conference. And number 3, who you got?
Number 3, I'm gonna go hardball. I'm gonna go Portland.
Portland?
I'm gonna go Portland.
Hey, man, don't be too shocked. I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, they were like the number 3 or 2 seed?
Yeah.
So, hey, man, they could do it. They got a good team.
Yeah.
And Damian Lillard's only going to get better for at least a year or 2 before he declines. And CJ, I mean, they're the real deal. A lot of people have said they could have beat the Lakers. But they got a freight train. They took game 1, and then it was Braun wrapped it up from there.
Yeah.
My number 3, we were on number 3, right?
Yes.
My number 3 was Golden State.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was close for me putting them at 2.
Yes.
I think it'll be close. Steph and Clay, I'm really excited to watch. Steph is one of my favorite players in the league to watch. I know you love the Warriors too, or at least the core. Yeah. But yeah, that's who I got at 3. And number 2, who you got,
The Lakers.
Ooh, wait.
I got the Lakers number 2.
2? I can't even think about who your number 1 is. Oh, wait. Okay. And my number 2, I have the Clippers. So we're flipping Los Angeles. All right. Well, I want to hear your number 1. I want to hear your number 1 and your reasoning. I want to hear your reasoning too.
I'm gonna go Denver.
Denver at 1?
I'm gonna go Denver because Denver has a lot of depth and a lot of potential. They've shown they could beat a whole lot of teams if you put them in desperate moments. I believe that they're going to get somebody in free agency or sign somebody else that's going to be amazing. And have you seen Michael Porter Jr., Murray, and Jokic have improved over the past 2 years? They could be unstoppable this year. And but I believe they can go number one.
All right, I respect that. I really do. I think the top 4 seeds are going to be really close.
Yeah.
The Lakers. I got the Lakers at 1 for pretty obvious reasons. They got two top 5 players in the league. I mean, Rondo and KCP might leave, but that just opens up more room because they just want to chip. They're obviously going to get some free agents to pull up.
Correct.
And we're going to go over the free agents after we get through the East, at least the top 15. And we're going to start with the East. Who you got your 8?
I'm going to go Atlanta.
I like that pick. I really do.
I like it.
Mine was close. Mine was really close. I think Atlanta's going to fall just a tiny bit short. To my 8 seed, the Pacers. I got the Pacers.
Okay.
I think the Pacers got 1 more year, and then the Hawks are going to take them out. The Hawks are going to get in the playoffs every year from out. Who you got at your 7?
Chicago.
Okay. Young.
Chicago.
They got a new coach. Who's their coach now?
Billy Donovan from OKC, man.
Oh, they got a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
They got a good coach. I think Chicago's a year or 2 away as well. So I got Washington, the Wizards, coming in at 7. Honestly, I think their potential is kind of high. I mean, I'm excited to see John Wall come back. I want to see how good he is. Just get a few bench players. Hopefully, we can re-sign Davis Bertans. He's one of the free agents on the list, and I think we could compete and get in the playoffs. What about you at 6?
I'm gonna go Washington Wizards.
Okay, I respect that. Thank you.
I mean, dude, I believe they're gonna be number 6 because I believe John Wall will come back at full strength. He's gonna have Bradley Beal. He's gonna have Rui Hachimura. He's gonna have his whole squad with him. So I believe they're gonna make the playoffs this year. They're gonna be not at the bottom, but they're gonna be like towards the bottom of the 8 spots.
Okay. My number 6 is the Philadelphia 76ers. I know they got a new coach in Doc Rivers. He's a good coach, pretty good coach. I mean, he blew a few 3-1 leads and had a super stacked team this year, but didn't go too well. I don't really like the lineup. They don't have too many shooters. I love Matisse Thybulle. He was a rookie last year. Ben Simmons and Embiid, you can't really space the floor. But they always have been a good team. So I think they're gonna still get the 6th spot. So I think they were the 6th spot this year too.
Yeah.
Who you got at 5?
I got Milwaukee.
I respect that. And originally I had Milwaukee at 1, but I was thinking about it. I'm going to move Milwaukee to 5 too.
Yeah.
I'm going to move Milwaukee to 5. I'm going to change that real quick. Because I think I'm going to change them. Give me a sec. You want to say who your 5 is? Or
Brooklyn.
4? Who your 4 is?
4 Brooklyn.
4 is Brooklyn? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to get 4 with all the healthy players?
Yes.
Respect. My 4 is I got Miami at 4. I still think they're going to finish around the middle to top tier of the East. But I think with that experience and the competitiveness, they could get back to where they want to be. Who you got at 3?
Toronto.
All right. I also have Toronto. They got a great coach and a great team. And I think they're going to get back to 3. And I think our last 2 – actually, no, they're going to be a little different. Who you got at 2?
I got Miami at 2.
You got Miami at 2? Then I know who you got at 1. I got Boston at 2.
Okay.
I love the young core they got.
Yeah.
And they can only get better. So hopefully they should get one of the centers that's a free agent. Because they were getting fucked up by Bam Adebayo. So that would really help.
Exactly.
Who you got at 1? I'm interested.
I got Detroit.
Detroit?
No, I'm just kidding.
No. I
got Boston at 1.
Boston? I like it. I like it. I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the obvious, Brooklyn Nets. Bro, KD.
What?
KD, Kyrie, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert.
Holy smokes. I was not.
No Harris.
That one.
Jared Allen, bro. They got to do. Their team is DeAndre Jordan.
God dang.
Bro, you had Brooklyn at like 4.
I was not thinking you were gonna put him at 1.
You didn't think so?
No.
I just moved him because I had Toronto at 5 and Milwaukee at 1.
Okay.
So I moved Milwaukee to 5, moved Toronto to 3, and put Brooklyn at 1.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I had Brooklyn at 3 originally, but I moved them up. All right, now we got some free agents. Obviously, number 1, the biggest one, Anthony Davis.
Correct.
I did think Giannis was a free agent, but he's actually not till next year. That's next year, so we're gonna have to wait to talk on that. But Anthony Davis, he did say that he plans he's gonna opt out and then re-sign with the Lakers.
Yes.
So that seems pretty locked up. I can't see him leaving at all, honestly, because they just want to chip. Number 2, I haven't heard any news. Brandon Ingram.
Ooh.
You think he should stay or find somewhere new?
I believe he should. I think he should go back to LA, in my honest opinion.
Dude, they would be unstoppable.
Because they don't have anybody at the 4.
No, they could play. If they put AD at
the 5 and they put LeBron at the 2. I mean,
put LeBron at the 4 and then BI at the 3.
3. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. I think he should stay personally because the Pelicans got a really good thing going. They got a lot of young, good guys, and they're I think they'll make the playoffs. Or they'll be fighting with Portland for that 8th seed next year. 8 and 7 seed at least. Number 3 is DeMar DeRozan. Personally, I think he could do better somewhere else. Obviously, the Spurs are a great team. I just think he could have a bigger role somewhere else. But I could also see him staying. That's really all I got to say. What do you think about D-Row?
With DeMar DeRozan, I believe he's going to go to Phoenix.
And play with D-Book?
Oubre.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that'd be a good lineup. They should put D-Book at the 1, have DeRozan at the 2, Oubre at the 3. I think D-Book could run point.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be a score first guy, but he could do it. Number 4, Fred VanVleet.
Ooh, I already got a good one for this one.
I think he should stay as well. Toronto kind of brought him out the gutter, and I think he's a great fit in Toronto. He's a small guard, but he's really crafty, and I think he's a great player. I think he should stay.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I believe he should stay, but I think he's going to go to Brooklyn.
Ooh.
I think he's going to go to Brooklyn and play the 2. That's what I feel like he's going to do.
But, dude, Brooklyn's lineup, I want to say this about Brooklyn. Their starting lineup is scary, bro. Think about it. Yeah. Kyrie. What's his name? Karis LeVert. They can put Karis LeVert at the 2. KD at the 3. Who could play the 4? Fuck it. No, they can put Kyrie, Joe Harris, Karis LeVert, KD, and Jared Allen, bro.
Yeah.
That's scary. But as you're saying, you think you could see him in a Brooklyn jersey?
Because I believe, like, in Toronto, they're not winning another chip. I just believe he needs a fresh start where he could actually start from the starting position and actually have a actual role in the offense.
Okay. Number 5, I got Montrezl Harrell. He's a 6th Man of the Year winner from the Clippers. I don't know. Him and Paul George were beefing, so I think he could leave. I don't know where. If I had to say, I'd say I could see him in Dallas. I feel like.
Oh, I was about to say that too.
I think he could go to Dallas. I would love to see him in Dallas. He could start at the 5. He's a center basically. He could. Him and KP and Luka could go do big things. I think it'd be great. Were you gonna say the same thing?
I was gonna say Dallas too. Yeah.
Okay.
Same thing you were gonna say.
Number 6 is Gordon Hayward. I don't think he'll get as big money as he did last time, obviously, because his injury and his production has been down. But I do think he'll stay because they're in a good spot to compete for a title. What do you think?
I believe he should stay, but I believe Boston's not going to want him because they already have a shooting guard in Marcus Smart. And I believe he should just go to Charlotte with
Scary Terry.
Yeah, Scary Terry.
Okay, I could see that. He'd probably get some decent money there too.
Yeah.
Goran Dragic. I think he should resign. They just made the chip. And if they want to go around, I think it would have been a better series if Goran Dragic played because he was their leading scorer going into that series, and he got hurt like right away. So I would love to see him go back and they try and make a run again.
I don't think he's gonna stay. I believe because he makes so much money that the Heat need to save on a free agent we're gonna talk about later. But I think you have Hero like coming up as a point guard, coming up amazing as a point guard and can improve. But I believe Dragic just need to go somewhere young. He needs to go to where's a place I think he should go? I think he should go to the Lakers and play point guard for them, in my opinion, and just sign like a 1 year, $15 million contract and just try to just win the chip and then retire.
Okay. Number 8, I got Danilo Gallinari. Thunder, small forward or power forward.
Yeah.
He's a good scorer, great scorer. He did say, I heard that he said he wanted to compete for a championship. So I do think he's gonna leave and go to a top tier team. Whether I could see him signing with the Warriors, honestly. Filling in that he could come off the bench and be a great scorer, or even he could maybe go to Miami and get some scoring for them too. What do you think?
I believe Danilo Gallinari. I believe if Chris Paul stays, I think he's gonna stay one more year and get the mentorship and try to improve. But I believe if Chris Paul does not stay, I see him going to Denver, back to Denver, or I see him going to Houston.
Okay. I could definitely see Denver because he would probably fit in really well there.
Yeah.
And Houston, they got a lot of – I don't know how their offense is going to change, but they obviously like scores, and he could fit right in. Andre Drummond, he's on the Cavs right now. I doubt he's going to re-sign. I feel like he'll go to a better team. Maybe – I don't know. I think he should go to Portland because Hassan Whiteside is another free agent, and I do not like Hassan Whiteside. He gives no effort. Yeah. So I think Drummond should replace him over there in Portland.
I believe he's going to stay because nobody is going to give him money that he wants other than Cleveland, in my opinion, because I know he wants $100 million. Nobody's going to give that to him except Cleveland because Cleveland believes that he could be back to his original form and be like a top tier center.
Okay. And the last one's Hassan Whiteside, or not last one, but the number 10 is Hassan Whiteside. I don't know. I hope he leaves. He should go to like some shitty team because he'll probably want the money. I don't know. I don't really care where he goes. He's dog shit. He's not dog shit.
I believe he should go to. Honestly, I think he should go to. He should go to New Orleans or he should go to Atlanta, because I believe like some lowly.
Atlanta has Clint Capella now. Remember?
Okay, so let me change that. He might go to Chicago.
I was thinking about Chicago.
He can go to the Bulls and just get like a 2-year $50 and then just roll with Zach LaVine for a little while.
All right, I'm gonna list 5 more. We don't have to go into depth on them. I'm just gonna name Marc Gasol, Otto Porter, Paul Millsap, Davis Bertans, the Wizards guy, and Tim Hardaway. Those are also very good. I think Tim Hardaway should stay in Dallas. Yeah. Hopefully we re-sign Bertans in Washington. Millsap, I don't know. Millsap might want to chip, but I think he should stay. Yeah. Otto Porter, he should stay.
He was.
And Marc Gasol should stay in Toronto as well.
Yeah.
Were you saying there's a free agent you wanted to talk about when we were talking about
I was gonna say Giannis, but I mean we ain't gonna talk about
for next year. Where do you think he should go when he's
So there was ESPN just so Pat Riley was saying that he wants to go all in 2021.
I did see that.
I believe that the Bucks are gonna trade him. I do not believe that they're gonna let him go walk free for nothing. Like if they did that, that would be straight retarded.
That would be really stupid.
But here's the problem though. Miami's gonna have to give up everything. Adebayo,
That's
Duncan, Hero.
yeah. They should wait. I think they could get him. I think they have a good amount of
That's what
cap
I'm
space.
saying.
So I do think they should wait as well.
Yeah.
And I do want to ask one more question before we go to the NFL.
hmm
It's about the Warriors.
Okay.
Do you think they should draft somebody at number 2 or they should trade the pick?
I think they should trade the pick for a center
Okay,
because
like
that's
a
all they really need to complete their starting lineup.
okay. I think they could get a. I think they could trade it for Towns,
Yeah.
but I could definitely see them also just taking Wiseman at number 2.
Yes.
So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I forget when the draft is. I want to say it's like December. But yeah, so that's it for the NBA unless you want to add anything else.
No, that was it for the NBA.
All right. So I don't have any games written down today. I just got a bunch of topics I want to get through, and we'll address the games as well. So if I talk about like the first topic is about the Chiefs and the Raiders.
Okay.
So I'll just say the score and then we'll just talk about it. Let me find it. What was the score? It was 40-32. The Raiders upset the Chiefs, and Mahomes. I don't think he looked too well. I think he was off. I know he threw at least one pick.
Yeah.
But are the Raiders a real threat, like to win the division? Maybe not win the division, but to make the playoffs?
I believe they are because I just believe the Chiefs underestimated the Raiders. I believe they thought the Raiders were not going to play good because of the previous week, but the Raiders showed out. I believe they have a great chance versus any team, but I just believe if you get Patrick Mahomes on a night game in the playoffs, you're 9 times out of 10 gonna lose.
Yeah, I don't think they'll beat them next time they play, let alone in the playoffs. But I do think they could slide in. When we did the playoff predictions, I didn't have them in there, but they're making a case for proving me wrong. And Derek Carr is looking really good. He's looking like 2 years ago, Derek Carr. And I think they can make a push and get second in the division. The next thing I want to talk about is on Thursday Night Football. The Bucks lost to the Bears in a shocker. Based on the week before, Nick Foles did not look good against the Colts. They lost 19-11, and it was ugly in a very ugly game. But came out this week, and defense held up. They shocked the Bucks. Nick Foles led them to a game-winning drive on the field goal, and Nick Foles is now 2-0 against Tom Brady. Can Bears beat the Packers out and win the division? I don't know. Oh no.
You have to think about if Chicago's defense is going to show out. You already know that the Bears offense is going to produce somewhat of something in a game. I just believe like the Chicago defense is inconsistent. They're good one game, then the next week they have 0 sacks. So I just believe you have to get Aaron Rodgers at the wrong time to get to honestly beat him at his own game.
That's a great point. Their defense definitely has to keep it rolling. And also one thing I noticed is Tom Brady walked off the field without shaking Nick Foles' hands, which he also did in the Super Bowl. Should he be held accountable? Because I remember for the NBA, LeBron walked off the court and everybody was on his ass. Should it be the same way? You didn't hear much about this throughout the week.
I don't believe they're gonna do that because I believe like since it's the beginning of the season, I believe like they're not really caring about this now. I believe if it was in a playoff game or something like that, they would really talk about it. But they just know Tom Brady doesn't like to talk. So they like already know that. So I mean, him walking off the field without shaking hands is kind of is honestly like a normal thing for him.
I agree. It's not that big of a deal, but I do think if LeBron gets gets criticized for it, I think Tom Brady should get some criticism for it because it's very unsportsmanlike. After a very hard fought game, just go shake the quarterback's hands, say good game, walk off the field. That's all you got to do.
Correct.
Other than that, I mean, Brady, how did he do? He had 253 and a touchdown. Not bad. They just got outplayed. Simple as that. They're now 3-2. which is kind of a slow start for Tom Brady. We'll see how that goes for the rest of the season. Who do they play next week?
The Packers
Oh, they're about to be 3-3. Okay.
in Tampa. I don't know about in Tampa because they getting a lot of players back next week for this game, so I don't know about that one. They
This
getting
should be a game of the week next week for sure.
should
That we
be.
want to talk about. Also, oh yeah, we'll talk about our favorite teams. I'll get into mine. So the Washington football team, we played wow, I'm brain farting. We played Rams, and wow, we got shit on very badly. You know, it wasn't looking too bad at first. Kyle Allen was doing pretty well, moving the ball. We scored, I think it was 7-7 or 13-7. And then Kyle Allen got hurt. And then what was amazing to see, Alex Smith came back in the game for the first time since November 2018, which is just inspirational considering everything he's gone through. Think about it, he's made all this money in his career. He's 36. He could step away. There's no reason to come back, but he proved to his family, he proved to the world that, you know, not everything can hold you back, you know. Something to take to heart. And then I have a question. Who do you think should be the starting quarterback in Washington next week? They already announced Kyle Allen is going to be the starter, but should Alex Smith get a shot, or do you think he's not ready yet?
Oh, who do they play next week?
The Giants.
I believe they should give Alex Smith a shot versus the 0-5 Giants. I just believe if he can perform versus, you know what? I'm gonna give Kyle Allen this one versus the Giants because they're 0-5 team. I believe like this team just needs a win in a kickstart, and then once they win this game, Alex Smith practices in practice, and then he starts the week 7.
I do think Kyle Allen should start. I agree with that, but I think he should have a short leash. So if he's playing bad, let's yank him. But I think he'll play well. It's against the Giants. But our upcoming schedule is pretty easy. We play the Giants, then Dallas, and I think we play the Giants again. I'm just pull it up. I don't want to get it wrong, so I got it on my phone right here. We play the Giants, the Cowboys, the Giants, the Lions, the Bengals, and then the Cowboys. So those are all teams with under 500 records. We could really just take advantage of the NFC East right now, get ahead, win a few, maybe take 1 or 2 L's. I think we could get on top of the division in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Hopefully, our defense has been allowing a lot of points, but they're always on the field because our offense hasn't been able to do anything. So that's really one thing. If your defense is on the field all the time, you can't blame them for letting up 30 because our offense simply cannot move the ball. And if you get a bunch of 3-and-outs and just put your defense back out there, you're not going to win games.
Yes.
The next game is the Dallas game. Dallas pulled out against the Giants 37-34. The big story of the game is that Dak Prescott had a compound fracture and dislocation of his ankle, which is terrible to see as a Washington fan. I just feel extremely bad for him. Prayers up for him and his family. I hope he's doing everything. I know he came out with like depression, and I'm just hoping that him and his family are all good. From T&C Sports to him. What does this mean for Dallas, though? Andy Dalton's going to come in. How well do you think he could do? And can they still win the division? Obviously, since it's still wide open.
I believe he can. I believe Andy Dalton is going to perform like he used to in Cincinnati. He's going to make the playoffs, and they're going to sign him to a long-term deal. And Dak's going to be just like some other player to get hurt, and then he's going to go somewhere he's going to be just like Cam Newton, go to some team for $1 million, and then he's going to sign a $100 million deal again.
Yeah, I think Andy Dalton could definitely keep them, the boat sailing. He's great. He's been a solid quarterback his whole career, just kind of been in a bad franchise. And the Dallas had like a top 5 passing offense before he got there, and they have a great O-line and great wide receivers. I think he could keep it up. And if out of all the backups in the league, Andy Dalton's definitely a top tier one, considering he started a majority of his career. If I'm a Dallas fan, I'm not too worried. Still fuck the Cowboys. But, they could definitely still finish out on top of the division.
Yes.
Also, we kind of hit on this, or you kind of did. This really just put Dak Prescott's hopes of getting a big contract like down the drain. Like, I get that, like, Jerry Jones loves him, but this severity of the injury that he had is terrible. It's a Gordon Hayward-esque injury. It'll take a while to come back. He's definitely not coming back this season. And I hope he was having a career year. He was leading the league in passing yards. He had almost 1,900. And it's really a shame. I still hope he comes back and does somewhat well. Just prayers up for him. And next we're going to talk about the game of the week. I had 2 games of the week this week. The first one is going to be Minnesota versus Seahawks. Seahawks won by 1 point. You go ahead. Since Seahawks are your team, you give me your thoughts on the game.
Okay. So I believe the first half was just a disgrace. Dalvin Cook ran through us like I don't know what. Our defense was not capable of stopping anything, but at least we were down 13 and not 30. In the second half, Russell Wilson woke up and he just played amazing. Dude had 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. DK Metcalf, 5 straight games with 90-plus yards. Our defense stepped up, and our coach just gave us a nice pep talk. This game was one of the games we have to look back to going forward. Our schedule is very difficult coming these next 5 weeks. And
we all play.
I'm gonna list them like you did. Week 7, we play at Arizona. We play versus San Francisco. Then we have a tough 2-game stand. We play at Buffalo and at LA. So I believe we just need to look at
Those
what
are
we
big
need
games
to do.
too.
Yeah, we gotta look at what we need to do and just keep plowing forward.
Yeah, I think Minnesota did a very nice job. They kept the ball out of Russell Wilson's hand. I saw somewhere they had time of possession from a 60-minute game. They had the ball for 39 and a half minutes. So Russell Wilson only had the ball in his hand for 20 minutes. And they gave themselves a great chance at winning. But Russell Wilson led like a 95-yard touchdown drive to win. That could be the MVP drive of the season for him. As long as he keeps it up, it's in the bag for him. Even though the Vikings lost, I do think they can bounce back and get a wild card spot. They're 1-4, right?
Right.
So tough record, but they've also had a tough schedule starting off. I think they could get back to 500, but they'll be right on the edge of making the playoffs.
Right. Yeah.
The second game of the week I had was Saints versus Chargers.
Yeah.
The Chargers, they did what they do a lot of the games. They got a big lead. They did this against the Chiefs, against a great team. They got a big lead. They blew it in the second half. But Herbert, other than the fact that they blew the lead, Herbert's looking amazing. He had 4 touchdowns, and he was the first rookie quarterback to throw for 4 touchdowns on Monday Night Football, which is actually insane. And my question to you is Herbert outdoing Joe Burrow for Offensive Rookie of the Year?
I believe so. I believe if his defense was at least decent or average, I believe they would have won most of these games. They would have been 4-1. But I just believe that Joe Burrow just does not have a great offensive line. He gets sacked 7-8 times a game. And I think Herbert's going to beat him for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I completely agree. Before this week, I would say it was neck and neck. Maybe Joe Burrow had the upper hand a little bit. But Joe Burrow played like butt versus the Ravens.
Yeah.
They got blown out. Yes, his offensive line is bad, but Joe Burrow needs to get rid of the ball quicker. I was watching this thing that he holds on the ball way too long. He had a great offensive line at LSU, and he was used to running around back there. He can't do that in the NFL. You gotta make a decision and throw it. And Herbert's really good at that. Herbert's also good at extending the play. So is Joe Burrow, but Herbert's been more efficient at that for sure throughout the first 5 weeks. And this is a question for your division. Were the 49ers struck by the NFC West curse? And Fide, go explain what the NFC West curse is. Explain what it is.
Okay, so I believe the 49ers are in the NFC West curse. Now, what consists of the NFC West curse is when you make the Super Bowl and you lose, you will not make the playoffs the following year. And I have proof of this. When Seattle lost the Super Bowl to New England in 2014, they did not make the playoffs in 2016. No, in 2015. The Rams made the Super Bowl in 2018, did not make the playoffs in 19. Arizona Cardinals, they lost Super Bowl versus the Steelers in 2011.
2010 or 2011.
Yeah, 2011, and did not make the playoffs that following year. So I'm going to make my statement that the 49ers will not make the playoffs and the NFC West curse will still continue.
I agree. I think they're 2-3, and the Dolphins whooped up on them. It was 43-17. Jimmy G got benched.
Mm-hmm.
It was ugly. Just not a game you'd expect to see from the 49ers. Speaking of them and Jimmy G, at this point, it's not looking like Jimmy G's contract was worth it. I don't care if he went to the Super Bowl. Jimmy G, with all the weapons around him and offensive mastermind Mike Shanahan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, yeah.
There's no excuses. He got paid, I'm not sure how much it was. I think it was like 84 mil. Not a year. It was like 120 mil.
Mm-hmm.
And he has not done that well. First of all, he had an injury, which you can't control, but he tore his ACL. Came back and did okay. He was a game manager. He didn't take him to the Super Bowl. The defense took him to the Super Bowl, and the running game took him to the Super Bowl.
Correct.
Lost in the Super Bowl, couldn't have the game-winning drive. And this year, he's just not getting the job done with they got a good defense. I know that they got a few players hurt, but
yeah,
Jimmy G needs to play better, especially since he got all that money for starting 4 games because Tom Brady was suspended.
Yes, 100%.
And it's one of those situations like Sam Bradford. He got paid big bucks, never became big. You're looking at the same thing with Jimmy G. And it's crazy because he was a backup his whole career.
Yes.
Same thing. Well, Jacoby Brissett happened to him too. Remember, he signed with the Colts. Let's see. The Texans defeated, who they play again?
Jacksonville Jaguars.
They defeated the Jags. I think they got a pretty good whooping on them. Can the Texans crawl their way back into the playoff race? They're 1-4. They started 0-4. But now that the coach is fired, I think the offense can open back up. What do you think on that?
Well, it depends on what their schedule is. If they keep playing their division, yes.
I know they play the Titans this week.
So, no, they're going to lose. No. I believe they're not going to come back, and they're going to have to trade Deshaun Watson, just like DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, dude, Houston would erupt. They would burn down the stadium if they did this shit.
But I'm telling you, how are you going to win? I mean, you play Jacksonville. Come on. It's like –
their division's not bad. They got the culture pretty good now.
Their division is garbage. They got them. They got the Titans. They got the
Jags and Colts.
Yeah, they got the Colts. But no, I don't believe their division is too good for them to win.
Yeah, their division, it's pretty top heavy.
Yeah.
The Titans are undefeated 4-0. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm a Deshaun Watson fan. I hope they do well.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. A little bit of trade rumors.
Right.
We're going to start with the Jets have released Le'Veon Bell. And I just got a notification saying that Le'Veon Bell has
3 teams
narrowed his options to the Chiefs and the Dolphins. He's not considering the Bills anymore. It's between the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Between those, where do you think he fits best?
Miami.
I don't think he'd fit right in the Chiefs offense. They're a very pass-heavy offense, and I think the rookie Hilaire fits in there very well. He's a receiving back.
Yeah.
And I can't see – they don't line up under center a lot. But Miami, I think he'd fit very nicely. They're an up-and-coming franchise. And I just think the scheme fits better for Le'Veon Bell down there, considering it's down to just those two teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really see much else happening in that situation. I think he should go to Miami, and so does Fayed. So, well, if we get a notification saying he comes, we'll let y'all know. The next trade rumor, the last one I have, is AJ Green. There's a video of him on the sideline telling one of the coaches, just saying, "Just trade me." And it seems like the Bengals are trying to do that. Or AJ Green requested a trade. Where do you think he should end up?
Now, earlier today, I saw that he wants to stay in Cincinnati and he wants to play for them. But I believe if he wants to get traded, I believe he needs to go to I honestly believe he needs to go to Packers.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, Devontae Adams and AJ Green.
Yep.
That'd be tough. That'd be a good fit.
Amazing.
I think Minnesota should take a shot at him. They lost Diggs. They lost Diggs. I think.
Yeah, and they got Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson's a rookie. I think he could learn behind AJ Green.
Yes.
Have Thielen, just move Thielen to the slot. No, I don't know. I think he'd be a decent fit in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But Justin Jefferson is up and coming. I did forget about him. That's my fault.
Yeah.
And I also saw this. The NFL is considering doing a bubble, just like the NBA did, but only for the playoffs.
Yes.
The locations they're thinking about is Los Angeles and Dallas, for the divisional games. I think that's very smart. I honestly am surprised they didn't. I know it'd be really hard to do it with every team, so they can't really do it during the regular season. But I'm glad they're gonna be safe about it in the playoffs. What do you think? What do you think hearing that?
I think they should have went to Disney World just like NBA and all these other things went, because if you think about it, the Camping World Stadium is like 20 minutes from Orlando, and they have NFL stadiums at Disney World. So just like they've done the Pro Bowl, they could have it there, and they could have done it, but the NFL owners didn't want to.
Oh yeah, I did see that they decided on no Pro Bowl this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand it, but we'll live with it. And one of the last things I have is the thing with Michael Thomas. He was suspended on the Monday night game by the Saints for punching his teammate, and there's word that he was talking back to his coaches. I'm not sure the reasoning behind it. Maybe it was because they wanted to hold him out, and he was like, "Oh, I want to play." I did see something that was funny. I think it was fake, may have been real. Malcolm Jenkins called him a slant boy, which I thought was funny as shit. But I don't know if that's real or not. I doubt it is. Is he the next Antonio Brown? What do you think? What do you think is gonna happen? Will it die down?
Turning into that, I believe so. I believe no one's gonna want him. He's gonna get out of New Orleans, and he's gonna sit at home and talk all that mess on Instagram Live and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've heard he's a crybaby around the league. Yeah. Sadly, he's been on my fantasy teams, and I really needed him this week, but he fucking did some dumb shit and got suspended. But I don't know. I think once he gets back to playing, he'll be fine. He is a drama queen, but I think he'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because Antonio Brown's just one of those rare cases where you don't know what the hell's going on, which is crazy.
Let me add something, though, to that. Watch some teams try to go after Antonio Brown after week 8. That's when his suspension is lifted.
Does he have to be on a team for that?
What do you mean?
Like for the suspension?
No.
Okay. Hey, Antonio Brown, feel free to come to the Washington football team. We need some weapons.
Shoot, if Josh Gordon doesn't get re-signed, reinstated, we might pick him up.
That'd be so crazy. He would dominate too, bro.
ABDK and Lockett.
All right. I'm just gonna go through the scores. I'm gonna pull them up. If you want to say anything on any of the games,
Okay.
go ahead. Right now I got the fantasy pulled up. I'm just gonna look through the scores.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know. I won in both my leagues this week.
I lost in both.
To me,
Yeah.
in one of them.
Let's just look. It's gonna take us to a week. We gotta move to week 5. All right. Panthers beat the Falcons. I don't really got much to say about that. Cardinals whooped up on the Jets. Eagles fought against the Steelers but came up short.
Yeah.
I'm just going through the games we haven't talked about. Ravens whooped up on the Bengals. Browns beat the Colts. The Browns might be the real deal now. They're playing very well, and I hope they continue it. I'm rooting for them.
I am too. Yeah.
They do have a tough matchup this week, though, which we'll talk about next. Titans whooped up on the Bills. That was the Bills just played bad. What you got anything to say about that game?
I'm gonna talk about that Derrick Henry thing, man. Derrick Henry threw Josh Norman like a rag doll.
Oh, let me play that shit, bro. God. Let me play that. Can you see? Tell me if you can still see the screen.
I can. He threw him like a rag doll, man. Yeah, stiff arm. Yeah, TT.
Oh my god, bro.
I like heaven.
Damn, gotta play the ad now.
Yeah.
Dude, this was just filthy, bro.
I saw this, man. Me and my dad
Like,
jumped when we saw this.
filthy.
He just got thrown.
Bruh. Dude, imagine getting bitched like that.
I would just come out the game. In my honest
Look at him, bruh.
I do say yank.
Oh my god. That's fucking crazy. All right, where is oh, I texted bro. Let's go ahead and pick games for next week.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I already got my picks ready already. I'm about to send it in the chat after this.
Oh yeah, same. I haven't written down. I haven't circled them yet though. Texans, Titans. I think this will be a closer game than we think, but I mean, obviously, I'm gonna have the Titans winning.
Same.
Bengals and Colts.
I went with the Colts.
I'm gonna go with the Colts too. I think the Colts defense is it's top 10. I think they'll get the job done. Falcons, Vikings.
I picked Atlanta.
I'm gonna pick the Vikings. I think the Vikings will start to turn around their season. Maybe not finish very well, but I think they're gonna win this game.
Yeah.
Broncos, Patriots.
I went with Patriots.
I said this last week because the game got postponed, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
If the Broncos weren't hurt, I'd pick them, but they're hurt. I'm gonna go with the Pats. Washington Giants. I'm picking Washington. You know how I rock.
I picked Washington too.
Thanks, man. Ravens Eagles.
I went with the Ravens.
I mean, that's a pretty easy one. Browns Steelers. This is a game of the week candidate. I think this is gonna be really close.
I went with Pittsburgh.
Oh my god, I'm only gonna pick Pittsburgh because it's at home. Yeah. Other than that, I would pick the Browns.
Yeah, correct.
Bears and Panthers. Both teams are on a roll right now.
Carolina.
I'm gonna pick the Bears.
Okay.
Lions, Jags.
Lions.
I'm gonna pick the Lions too. Yeah. Jets and Dolphins. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. They're gonna be 3-3. You picking the Dolphins as well?
Yes.
Sir, Packers and Buccaneers. I'm sorry.
I picked the Bucks because I need the Bucks to win.
I'm gonna
First
pick the
leg.
Packers just because how well they're playing. Hopefully they can keep it up. But Tom Brady is usually good after losses, so I think it'll be a good game. That is also another game of the week candidate. Rams 49ers. I'm gonna pick the Rams too. Chiefs Bills. This should be a great one. Both teams are coming off losses. One team is going to be sent home with back-to-back losses. Which team do you think that'll be?
Kansas City.
You think Kansas City's going to lose?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pick the Chiefs, bro. I think they're too good. I don't see them losing twice in a row.
Ooh.
Cardinals, Cowboys,
Cardinals.
just because Dak's hurt, and I want the Cardinals to win, I'm going to pick the Cardinals.
Yeah.
All right, that should do it for the picks. Now let's just go over some fantasy football. I'll go through mine first. Oh, I got to log in. Hold on, let me. You still see the screen?
Yes.
Like you can see my team?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me go to score fantasy guys.
Bro, who's Adam?
Oh, we got an ad. Nice.
The which ad?
You hate to see it, man.
With Zelda. And she turned into a cat.
Oh, why is it showing it from this week? Oh, it's from, I gotta go.
Scoreboard. I'm outside with an AMG. Yeah, 5.
I got beat by Hayden Furlong. Because the Ravens defense had 25 points. All right, let me move this over here. So it's in the middle. Okay. Let's see. Kyler Murray did his thing. Chris Carson did his thing. Bless up. Sad that Chris Carson got a bye week, though. James Robinson, I mean, he had 12 and then he fumbled, so he had 10. Amari Cooper also didn't play well for me. Diggs, obviously, he's consistent. Kelsey, Joshua Kelly really upset me. Cardinals defense did its thing. My kicker did okay. Michael Thomas really made me mad this week. I really needed him to play, and he just didn't come through. I also could have started Robbie Anderson. Nick Chubb also hurt me going on IR. I mean, he's been on IR for a few weeks, but kind of hurt me. And he had Hopkins go off. Todd Gurley went off. Derrick Henry went off. His defense tied for the most on his team, had the second most on his team. That's crazy. But I made a few additions to the team this week. If I can pull it up. I added Devontae Freeman. I also added Brandon Cooks back because he had a good game last week. And I picked up the Washington defense because they're playing the Giants. Hopefully Amari Cooper can do better. But the bad thing for me this week is Michael Thomas has a bye week and Chris Carson has a bye week. And then Nick Chubb is hurt. So my top 3 picks all out this week. So I'm not expecting too much this week.
Hey, Logan, why are you having Devontae Freeman go up against the Washington defense?
Who else am I going to start?
Leonard Fournette?
No, he gets like 2 touches a game.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not starting Leonard Fournette until he gets like a submitted role.
Oh.
And I might drop him soon. All right, let's hop over to your team.
TT.
And then we'll go to the standings and check everything out. You did get the dub. You see it?
Yep.
All right, take me through. Oh, wait. Is this not the scoreboard?
That's not my team.
Oh, dude, why did it do that? That's my bad, man.
It's all good.
Where is the God? There you go. All right. Take me through what happened this week.
So Russell Wilson did his job. Don't know why I started Jerick McKinnon or Schultz. Justin Jefferson did not deliver.
Bro, you had like 3 players do dog shit and you still won.
I know.
What the fuck? That's so ridiculous.
Not do great either.
His whole team did decent, except for
Matt Ryan.
Lockett and Mark Ingram.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I won in a blow. Yeah, I won pretty good.
That's crazy. You had AJ Brown on your bench.
Yeah.
In golf, but I mean, everybody's gonna start Russ in that situation.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the standings real quick. See where we're at. I honestly I moved down. You took over. I'm ranked 3rd now, but I still have the most points scored in the league.
Yeah.
Let's see. Most points. I'm in the middle for points allowed. So my schedule's been kind of tough, not super tough. Nick has had the hardest schedule because he's allowed the most points.
754. Okay, did he even pay yet?
No.
Oh.
He better now. But did you make any moves this week yet? I don't know.
I made Jerick McKinnon, but he just did me dirty.
Let's look at the projected playoff bracket.
I play you.
Oh, so that should be a good one. Hopefully it stays like that because I think yes, week 14 is the start of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So we're top 3. Oh, if I lose to Will, he'll take my spot though. So I gotta beat him. I play Will this week. Let me look at that. I want to see the matchups.
Now Will's my only loss.
Okay.
Let's see what he got. Aaron Rodgers, Clyde, Sanders, Thielen, CeeDee Lamb. His team is actually tough. I'm not even gonna lie.
He doesn't have a tight end.
Dude, he'll always put his players in at the last minute.
Hopefully he forgets. Who's his defense? Colts. Oh, versus NC. Damn.
I know he about to score big on that one.
Should be a close one. If he fills in that spot, I think it'll be real close.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, dude, his running backs got me because my ones are out.
Mm-hmm.
My best running back is James Robinson. He's undrafted free agent
from Detroit.
And I got Robbie Anderson starting my flex, so we'll see. Let's take a peek at yours. You play Jax. He's
Look
got
at mine.
Oh shit! Are you supposed to win?
Me? Yeah.
Why are you projecting 98 points?
Because Dalvin Cook's not playing, and he doesn't know that, and Melvin Gordon's out too, so he don't know that either.
Yeah, but you're projected. Oh, you don't have a kicker in, but you're still projected 98.
Yeah, because do you see 0 for Dalvin Cook and 0 for Melvin Gordon?
That's for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're only projected.
Oh
98.
yeah.
So I mean, hey, hopefully he forgets. Hopefully Will forgets too.
Dude, he's not even trying anymore.
So we'll see. I think we covered pretty much everything. You got anything else you want to bring up or say?
No, that's probably it.
All right, this one was a little shorter than usual, for sure. If you want us to talk about anything else, let me stop sharing my screen. If you want us to talk about anything else next episode that we don't usually talk about, just let us know. Fill in the comments. I'm either going to put this out tonight or tomorrow. I might just try and put it out tonight at like 8, but we'll see. Yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to T&C Sports. I'm Logan.
I'm Fayed.
And peace till next week.
Peace, man.